Welcome to Speak with Confidence, the podcast that helps you become a stronger, more confident public speaker, one step at a time. I'm Lily.
And I'm Mike. Each episode, we share practical tips and simple advice to help you speak clearly, confidently, and naturally.
Today's episode is all about 10 tips to become a confident public speaker. Let's get started. Tip 1. Prepare your message clearly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak with Confidence, the podcast where we help you become a better and more confident public speaker. I'm Lily.
And I'm Mike. Today, we're starting a new series on public speaking confidence, and we'll begin with Tip 1. Prepare your message clearly. Lily, this tip sounds simple, but it's actually very powerful.
Absolutely, Mike. Many people think confidence comes from personality, but in reality, it comes from preparation. When you clearly know what you want to say, your fear automatically becomes smaller.
That's so true. When people feel nervous, it's often because their ideas are messy. They're thinking, what should I say next, instead of focusing on the audience.
Exactly. So let's break this down. Preparing your message clearly means first asking yourself one important question. What is my main message?
Yes, just one main idea, not 5, not 10, just one. If the audience remembers only one thing from your talk, what should it be?
Once you have that main idea, the next step is organizing your speech into 3 simple parts: the opening, the body, and the conclusion.
Let's talk about the opening first. A strong opening helps you feel confident from the start. You can begin with a question, a short story, or a simple statement.
For example, you might say, "Have you ever felt nervous speaking in public?" That immediately connects you with the audience.
Then comes the body of your speech. This is where you explain your main idea using 2 or 3 clear points. Keep your sentences short and your language simple.
Yes, and don't try to memorize every word. Instead, remember key points. This makes you sound more natural and relaxed.
Now let's move to the conclusion. A good conclusion briefly repeats your main idea and leaves the audience with a clear takeaway.
Something like, "Today we learned that clear preparation leads to confident speaking." Simple, clear, and powerful.
Another important tip is using simple words. Many speakers think big words make them sound smart, but simple words make them sound confident.
I completely agree. Confidence is not about sounding perfect, it's about being understood.
So, to summarize tip 1, know your main message, organize your talk into 3 parts, use simple language.
When your message is clear, your mind feels calm, and your voice becomes stronger.
Tip 2, practice out loud.
This tip is extremely important, Mike, especially for people who feel confident in their head but nervous when they actually speak.
Exactly. Many people think practicing means reading silently or thinking about their speech, but real confidence only comes when you practice out loud.
When you speak out loud, your brain, mouth, and ears work together. This helps you feel more natural and in control when it's time to speak in front of others.
That's right. If you don't practice out loud, your first real practice happens in front of the audience, and that's very stressful.
So let's talk about how to practice out loud properly. First, speak alone in a quiet place. You don't need an audience to begin.
Yes, and you can start with just 1 or 2 minutes. Short practice sessions are better than long ones at the beginning.
Another great method is recording your voice on your phone. When you listen back, you'll notice your speed, pronunciation, and clarity.
Many people hate listening to their own voice at first, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve.
You can also practice in front of a mirror. This helps you see your facial expressions and body language.
And don't try to memorize every word. Practice speaking with your own natural style using key points instead of full sentences.
That's important. Memorizing can make you sound robotic. Practicing out loud makes you sound real and confident.
Another tip is to repeat your practice many times. Repetition builds muscle memory, and muscle memory builds confidence.
Yes, after several practices, your mouth knows what to say, and your fear becomes smaller.
So let's summarize tip 2. Practice speaking out loud, use short practice sessions, record and listen to yourself. Focus on key points, not perfection.
Remember, confidence doesn't come from talent, it comes from practice. Tip 3. Start small and build up. This tip is perfect for people who feel overwhelmed by public speaking. Many people think they must speak confidently on a big stage right away, but that's not true.
Exactly. Confidence doesn't appear suddenly. It grows slowly through small, safe experiences.
Starting small means practicing speaking in low-pressure situations. For example, talking in front of one friend or family member.
Or sharing your opinion in a small meeting, a class, or even in an online group.
Each small success sends a message to your brain, I can do this. And once your brain believes that, your fear becomes weaker.
Another great way to start small is preparing very short speeches, just 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Yes, you can talk about simple topics like your day, your hobby, or something you learned today. When that feels comfortable, you slowly increase the time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on.
This step-by-step approach makes confidence feel natural, not forced.
It's also important to celebrate small progress. Speaking once without panic is already a big win.
Absolutely. Many speakers focus only on mistakes, but confident speakers focus on improvement.
So let's summarize tip 3. Start with small audiences, speak for short periods, increase difficulty gradually, and celebrate small wins.
Remember, no one becomes confident overnight. Every confident speaker was once a beginner.
Tip 4. Control your breathing. This tip is extremely important because nervousness often starts with breathing.
That's right. When people feel anxious, they breathe too fast and too shallow. This makes their voice shaky and their mind confused.
But the good news is breathing is something you can control.
Exactly. Before you start speaking, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose.
Then breathe out slowly through your mouth. Do this 2 or 3 times before you speak.
This simple action tells your body that you are safe and calm.
Another important point is pausing while you speak. Many people are afraid of silence.
But silence is not your enemy. A short pause helps you breathe, think, and sound confident.
Pauses also help the audience understand your message better.
Yes, confident speakers are not rushed. They speak with calm control.
You can also practice breathing exercises every day, even when you're not speaking.
For example, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and breathe out for 6 seconds.
This trains your body to stay calm under pressure.
So let's summarize tip 4. Take deep breaths before speaking, breathe slowly and naturally, use pauses while speaking, practice breathing daily.
When your breathing is calm, your voice becomes strong and steady. Tip 5. Use simple body language. Many people think confidence is only about voice, but your body speaks just as loudly.
That's right. Even before you say a word, the audience notices how you stand, move, and make eye contact.
Let's start with posture. Standing straight with relaxed shoulders instantly makes you look and feel more confident.
You don't need to be stiff, just stand comfortably and let your body feel balanced.
Now, let's talk about eye contact. You don't have to look at everyone at the same time.
Exactly. Look at one person for a few seconds, then gently move your eyes to another person.
This helps you connect with the audience and reduces nervousness.
Hand gestures are also important. Use natural gestures to support your words.
Avoid hiding your hands or putting them in your pockets. Open hands show confidence and honesty.
Another tip is facial expression. A small smile can make you feel more relaxed and friendly.
Yes, you don't need to look serious all the time. Let your face show your message.
And remember, less is more. Simple body language looks more confident than big dramatic movements.
Let's summarize tip 5. Stand straight and relaxed, make gentle eye contact, use natural hand gestures, keep your body language simple. Your body can help your confidence, not fight against it.
Tip 6. Speak slowly and clearly. This is one of the most common problems in public speaking. When people feel nervous, they speak too fast.
Yes, and when you speak too fast, your message becomes unclear and your confidence sounds weaker.
Speaking slowly gives your brain time to think and your audience time to understand.
A good trick is to pause after important points. Silence makes your words more powerful.
Also, pronounce each word clearly. You don't need a perfect accent. Clarity is more important.
That's especially true for non-native English speakers. Clear English is confident English.
Another helpful method is to mark pauses in your notes. This reminds you to slow down.
You can also practice by reading aloud and deliberately speaking slower than normal.
It may feel strange at first, but to the audience, it sounds calm and confident. Let's summarize tip 6.
Slow down your speaking speed. Pause after key ideas. Focus on clear pronunciation. Don't rush your words.
Remember, confident speakers are not fast speakers. They are clear speakers. Tip 7. Don't aim for perfection. This tip helps many speakers relax instantly. A lot of fear comes from trying to be perfect.
Exactly. People worry about grammar mistakes, forgetting words, or sounding nervous.
But here's the truth. Perfect speakers don't exist.
Even professional speakers make mistakes. They just continue calmly.
When you make a small mistake, don't stop. Just rephrase your sentence and keep going.
Most of the time, the audience doesn't even notice.
And if they do notice, they usually don't care.
Confidence is not about being flawless. It's about staying calm when something goes wrong.
Another helpful idea is to be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like a learner, not a judge.
Yes, learning comes from mistakes, not from perfection.
Let's summarize tip 7. Mistakes are normal. Keep speaking even if you slip. Focus on communication, not perfection. Be kind to yourself.
When you stop chasing perfection, speaking becomes much easier.
Tip 8. Know your audience. Many speakers feel nervous because they focus too much on themselves.
That's right, but confidence grows when you shift your focus from "how do I sound" to "how can I help my audience?"
Knowing your audience means understanding who they are and what they need.
For example, are they beginners or experienced? Are they students, professionals, or friends?
When you understand this, you can choose the right words, examples, and tone.
Another benefit is reduced fear. When you see the audience as people you want to help, they feel less scary.
Yes, they become listeners, not judges.
It also helps to imagine you're having a friendly conversation, not giving a performance.
You can even ask yourself, what problem can I solve for them today?
That simple question makes your message more confident and meaningful.
Let's summarize tip 8. Understand who your audience is. Focus on helping, not impressing. Choose simple and relevant examples. Think of speaking as a conversation.
When you know your audience, your confidence naturally increases.
Tip 9. Use stories and examples. Stories are one of the most powerful tools in public speaking. They make your message interesting and easy to remember.
That's right. People connect with stories because they are personal and real.
When you share a story, you also feel more relaxed because you're telling something you know well.
Examples work in the same way. They help explain your ideas clearly.
For instance, if you're talking about teamwork, you can share a story about a time when working together helped solve a problem.
Or if your topic is learning English, you might tell a funny story about a mistake you made and what you learned from it.
Stories and examples also help your audience understand and remember your message better.
Plus, they make you sound natural and confident, not like you're reading from a script.
Let's summarize tip 9. Use personal stories to connect. Share real-life examples. Stories make you relaxed and relatable. Examples clarify your points.
Next time you prepare a speech, think about what stories or examples you can include.
Tip 10. Practice regularly. This tip is all about consistency. Confidence doesn't come from one or two ties, it comes from practicing often.
Yes, even short daily practice helps your brain and body get used to speaking.
You can start with small speeches, just 1 or 2 minutes on any topic.
Practice with friends, family, or even alone. The important thing is to make it a habit.
The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Your voice becomes stronger and your nerves calm down.
Also, try to vary your practice. Practice speaking in different places and to different people.
This prepares you for real situations, making you more flexible and confident.
Remember, practice is a journey, not a destination.
Let's summarize tip 10. Practice speaking regularly. Start with short, simple talks. Practice in different places and with different people. Make speaking a daily habit.
When you practice regularly, confidence becomes natural.
Thanks for listening to Speak with Confidence. We hope you found today's tip helpful.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. It really helps.
Don't forget to practice what you learned today and join us next time.
Until then, keep speaking, keep growing, and stay confident.